Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way. And I didn't really want to be making this match preview today because ultimately me sitting here talking to you means we are in an FA Cup replay against Southampton away from home, which is really not needed for the Watford squad at the moment. Number one, it means extra fixture congestion for Watford, which again is really not needed in the already very congested Championship season. And secondly, it means the current players who are already very, very tired are going to get even more tired depending on the squad Valerian Ismail puts out. Now, really, I think for me, this game can go really one of two ways. Number one, we continue to play a very strong Watford squad and actually give the game a good go to try and get through to the fifth round against what we know now is our opponents Liverpool away at Anfield. Or does Valerian Ismail go, actually, I cannot be asked with this competition anymore. Let's focus on the Championship and actually go, you know what? Let's give some of the squad players a chance, the likes of Tom Ince, Francisco Sierralta, James Morris, and play some academy players as well. And just go, you know what, if we win, we win. But ultimately, if we lose, I've given some more players some game time. And actually, it doesn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. And for me personally, I'm leaning towards the latter of them two options. Don't get me wrong, the prospect of a FA Cup tie away at Anfield is tantalising. I want Watford to play ultimately against the best teams in the country. And by doing so, ultimately, I hope in the future we will get promoted back to the Premier League. However, this season, this is the best opportunity we will get to test the current Watford squad against what is at the moment maybe on form the best team in the world really. Liverpool are on fire in the Premier League at the moment and they're ultimately competing with pretty much Man City as to who will win the Premier League. And for Watford to ultimately have maybe the present of a game at Anfield on ITV live in the UK away from home, it's very exciting stuff. However, looking at it from a wider perspective and a more sensible perspective, we don't need this FA Cup replay. We don't even need the Liverpool game really, because again, it just adds to Watford's already very busy schedule this season. So for me personally, as I just said, I would go the latter option and go, you know what, let's give a few academy players a chance, maybe let a few people make their Watford debuts, give some fringe squad players a chance. Tom Ince maybe should start, Sierralta, Ryan Porteous, James Morris at left back, Daniel Batman again in goal, Rybich maybe playing from the start as well. And just give some other Watford players a chance, because I think for me, looking at this game now from a more sensible perspective and not as a Watford fan, I don't think it's worth our time. Now, if Watford are drawn maybe a lower league team or another Championship team in the fifth round, then maybe the prospect of reaching the quarterfinals is a larger one. However, the fact we have drawn Liverpool away from home, who are one of the best teams in the world, Watford won't win that game. If we are being honest, neither will Southampton probably, but definitely Watford won't on the current run of form we're on. So, it's a difficult one because as Watford fans, as football fans, we want to win every game. Southampton, for me, last time out, they brought on them substitutions, which changed the game at Vicarage Road. Stuart Armstrong, great finish. They have Premier League quality players. And I actually think at St Mary's Stadium, they might beat us anyway, even if we put out our full-strength team. And what I don't want Watford to do is play a full-strength team, risk, our key players, Wesley Hugh, Andrews, Espria. I don't want them players to get injured and then hinder us in the Championship for the rest of the season. I'd rather be cautious, rather be safe. And if we win, brilliant job, guys, well done. But if we lose, don't worry, forget about it. We'll just focus on the Championship. So let me know if you agree with me in the comments section down below. In terms of my score prediction for the game and how I think it will go, yes, Watford have had pretty good away form this season. Much improved, at least compared to last season anyway. But I do feel Southampton are too strong. They are probably, in terms of my opinion, maybe one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the Championship this season. And for me, I don't think it's worth our time really trying too hard in this game. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 Southampton victory, which will be disappointing, but equally, again, I know it's a cliche thing to say, but we can turn our attention to the more important thing, which is trying to really get as high up in the Championship table as we possibly can towards the end of the season. So let me know if you're excited. Let me know if you're going to Southampton yourself. I know Watford fans didn't really have too much notice for this game. Obviously, the replay got arranged within about a week's notice. So, yeah, Watford fans have really only had a week to go and arrange their tickets and travel down to Southampton. So I'm not sure how many fans are actually going to be going, but I'm sure it'll be a good day out regardless. And hopefully, regardless of what happens, Watford will pick up the win and we progress through to the Liverpool match in the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. So thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.